Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over the 2022 Tacoma, but we're going to be going over some of the trim pieces with Mother's Back to Black. This is for your trim. It's kind of like a clear coat protectant, but it's supposed to bring back the color of old, like sun-worn parts, right? Which tends to happen on plastic pieces on trucks and cars too. So this is supposed to help bring some of that color back, and we're going to see how well it works. All right, as you guys can see, I've given this car a good wash already, but you can kind of see where it's kind of faded in spots. Right behind my mirrors, they're kind of looking a little faded. Or maybe it's just me. I'm going to apply this stuff on here and see what it does. But I feel like instructions also say to dispense a liberal amount on trim and plastic onto a soft, clean microfiber. Okay, we can do that. I don't know what a liberal amount means, but sure. All right, instructions say to shake well before use. Here's what I'm guessing is a liberal amount on a microfiber cloth. I'm just gonna rub this in and we're gonna see what it does. Sorry about the background noise, neighbors are working on stuff. Like that a little bit. That's gonna annoy me. The cool setups yet. There we go. All right, now it says to let sit, let it penetrate for a few minutes. Pause, unpause. All right, cool. All right, now that it's been about 5 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and take the separate dry microfiber and kind of buff everything out like the instructions say to do, and then we'll see how it looks from there. Wow, I think this came out great. I don't know if you guys can kind of remember from before. I'll probably put a little picture in there so you could see a little bit of a before and after, but it was kind of faded. It was a little spotty, but this stuff cleaned it right up, man. Made this stuff look brand new. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna do half and half. So we're gonna do half of the little plastic trim behind the mirror and then half not, so you can kind of clearly see the difference. I know sometimes it's a little bit hard before and after, but I got a little excited, wanted to put all this stuff on there and really see what it does. The half and half again, but I'm actually going to do it on the top half this time. And no, this is not a paid video or a sponsored video. I wish it was. That would be nice to be able to do some cooler stuff. It also says on here, if you're not getting the results you want, to apply a few more times. Heavily stained or soiled areas may require additional application. So this is all a first time go, and then we'll see from there. We'll let this stuff sit for a few minutes, and then we will come back to it, wipe it, see what that does. All right, it's sat for about 2-3 minutes so far on this side, so I'm gonna go ahead and start buffing this side out, and then we'll see what comes of it. So here it is. You can kind of see the difference here. It did really well down here. I don't know if I'm so happy with the results up here, but you could see the difference kind of where it faded up and stuff like that of here and here. I would say there is a clear difference, so that's still a win. But I'm gonna go over it a second time after I do the whole thing and really see if the second application does a lot. Now let's go check on the other side, see how that one's doing. All right, this is before the buff, and now I'm about to buff it out right now. I feel like you guys can see the difference between non and done. It's clear, it's a clear difference, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. This side, maybe because the sun's hitting it better. This side, I feel like you could see a bigger difference. I think it's just lighting between what they did. But I'm gonna end up hitting them both with a second coat, and then we'll come back and see how that is. All right, so insane. Off camera, I hit the grill a little bit just to see on my own. There is a huge difference on the grill, as you can tell. This side, oh, well, the top half anyways. I did this side with the back to black, and this side's got nothing. So there is a big difference. I still say 10 out of 10. I still say it's worth it, but let's get everything done and then we'll give a full review at the end. All right, as you guys can see, it looks way better now. I just went over it one more time on the second coat. I should have recorded it, but I was just kind of excited and hopped right back into it. But yeah, it's got a clear finish. There's no dry spots. You do got to make sure you kind of put some elbow grease in and buff it out real well. Comes out amazing. Final consensus, I think it's a great product. Definitely a must-have if you got a lot of plastic pieces on your vehicle, such as like a Tacoma or a Jeep or anything like that. This will definitely bring the new car shine back to your plastic pieces if that's what you're looking for. This will do it. If you guys like this type of content, please like, subscribe, comment. Ask me if there's anything else you guys want me to review. I can do that. If there's anything else you'd like to see me do, I do have the 240. I have the Tacoma, as you've seen. Those are kind of the two main cars on this channel. So if you'd like to see anything done with those, please leave a comment. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.